guys, Ali Duzette here, and this is day 10 of the Eclipse portal. We are really cruising right through it. Again, this is a 2-week window where everybody in the world has the opportunity to do about 18 months worth of emotional healing. And so you're rocking it. I'm so glad you're here. If you've missed previous days, just go back to my channel page and go watch the previous days. You don't have to, but you can, and they will still apply and be helpful even long after this Eclipse portal is over. So you can go check those out. Now, yesterday, we did some tapping on emotional boundaries, and these are some of the questions that we're digging into. Who is responsible for your emotions? Are you responsible for the emotions of others? And where do your emotions start? Where do other people's emotions end? And we talked about how I don't really believe that there are such things as empaths, just having terrible emotional boundaries. And so we're going to work on fixing that today. You can go ahead and close your eyes, or if you're driving around, of course, leave your eyes open, obviously. But imagine a tube of light shining down from the heavens to the top of your head. This light contains information on how to have strong emotional boundaries, how to feel your own feelings thoroughly and completely without bleeding them on to other people, how to be a container for your own feelings, how to coexist with others without absorbing or otherwise taking on their feelings. Go ahead and feel this new information on how, rewriting every single one of your cells. See them erasing old programs and putting in these new ones. I know how to feel my own feelings thoroughly and completely without bleeding them out onto other people. I know how to be a container for my own feelings safely. I am capable of being a container for my own feelings. I know how to coexist with other people without absorbing or otherwise taking on their feelings. Okay, we're going to breathe that in and see that rewriting our systems. It is safe to allow other people to experience their experience, even if it is painful. When one person absorbs somebody else's emotions, both people lose. Let's go ahead and tap. We're going to tap on your forehead or your collarbone with your fingers, and you're going to say with me, when I absorb someone else's emotions, we both lose. It is kinder for everyone involved for me to allow both of us to experience our own emotions. It is not a service to take on other people's dark emotions. All emotions serve important purposes. It is safe for everyone to feel all their emotions to their thorough completion. I can be aware of other people's emotions without taking them on. Go ahead and put your hands on your heart and breathe it in. Whew. Oh. Okay. You have stewardship over your emotions. You are not in charge of feeling other people's emotions or from saving them from negative emotions. Negative emotions are a gift because they tell us when something needs to change. All negative emotions are messengers. When you take on someone else's negative emotions, you are robbing them of the key messages that they need in order to change and heal their lives. It is safe to allow people to feel their own emotions. This is a recommended session today at aliduzetclasses.com, the Healing Life Force Energy Systems session. This basically, when people are, quote unquote empaths, really the problem is that their life force energy systems are not functioning appropriately. That would be your chi system, your prana system, these parts of your body that actually create your own life force energy. And so when you can reset those systems, so basically what happens is when we are like emotional vampires or empaths, what it really is our life force energy systems are not functioning correctly. And so we're kind of bleeding out our own emotions on other people, or we're soaking up other people's emotions like a sponge. And neither of those things is appropriate. Healing your life force energy systems stops that from happening. And I hear from a lot of people, I was not like, I don't know. I've been stunned at how much healing this has helped with depression. So if you have depression, I strongly recommend this. It's more expensive, I think, than most of my sessions because it's much longer and includes more sessions. Like most of my sessions are like a one-off, and this contains multiple sessions and a bunch of videos, and it took me like a lot longer to create. but it's still a lot cheaper than one session of therapy. So still definitely recommended and still an incredible deal. But yeah, I would recommend looking into that, especially if you have depression or if you feel like you are taking on other people's emotions, or if you feel like you are the energy vampire that, I don't know, I hate to say it, but people struggle with energy vampires. Like nobody wants to hang out with them because they feel that they're having their life force sucked right out of them when they are with them. Have you met these people? Like, I don't know, but sometimes those people are us. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we are the energy vampire. So you just want to be sure that you're not. And this series is going to help you not be that. If you have any questions on if you are that, I would watch that session and hopefully that will help. Now I wanted to mention something really fast before we go to the end. So, which just came into my mind to share about, because so I had somebody comment on Facebook about how this person's spouse always, he'll say really mean things because he feels like, well, you're responsible for your own emotions, which is true. But I just want to really point out that just because you are not the steward of other people's emotions does not give you free license to just be a jerk, right? Like that's not how this goes. That's not really how this works. And I'm still like reasoning through this, but I'll just say it because I want to. But I do feel that obviously a child's sense of well-being is directly related to how the parents treat them. The parents are responsible for the well-being of the child, and a child's emotional health is directly related to the treatment they experience at the hand of their parents. And I will go so far as to say, if we're going to talk about masculine feminine roles, which I know is controversial right now, more controversial than ever, but I do believe that women are de facto in a dependent role. They're dependent on men, even if we're quote unquote not, like, but basically we are. Like, I'm sorry, but the fact is 99% of construction workers and electricians and plumbers are all men. I'm sorry, if you like peeing in a potty, then you are dependent on men. As women, we are dependent on men for the actual infrastructure of everything in our lives, and also to support us. Even when we work ourselves, we are still typically still dependent on men to some degree for our support, even if that comes in the form of welfare that mostly men paid into, because it's mostly women taking it out, and mostly men paying it in. I don't know. Anyway, the point is just that women are dependent on men, and I do think that just like kids, their emotional well-being is a good reflection on the treatment that they experience from their parents. For women, their emotional well-being is really linked to their relationship with the man that they are dependent upon. Even as adults, even when we're all grown-ups around here, a woman's emotional health is a really good indicator of the masculine health of the man that she is dependent on. Because a man that is really in his masculine is going to be he's going to be a good provider, both physically and financially and emotionally and spiritually, and he is going to notice her feelings and address them and take care of them, and notice when she's upset or scared and ask why and take steps to address it. And just as we as mothers, we notice when our children are upset or scared or hungry or tired, or if they have a problem, and we go in and address that and take care of them. Anyway, oh god, why did I get so controversial today? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. But the point is that I do think that even though we are stewards over our own emotions, is that really true when you're a 2-year-old? And how much does a parent's treatment of a child impact their emotions? Just because you can't control your kid's emotions does not give you a license to just be cruel to them and just say, well, they're in charge of their own emotions. They'll have to sort that out eventually. Like, yeah, that is true, but also it is the responsible thing to do to realize that the people that are dependent upon us need our kindness and our love and our gentleness. And our attention, you know, we go and seek out what is wrong, what are their feelings telling their bodies, we find out, and then we take steps to address that. Like my baby lost her mind today because she missed her nap, and so I got to be the one that said, okay, you missed your nap, I can see from your feelings like you are losing your mind, and I know that the reason for that is that you are very tired, so I am your mother and I'm going to go take you down for your nap. Anyway, now I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry, guys. But okay, short version, you are in charge of your own emotions, but that's not an excuse to treat other people badly. And I think we still do have every person who has stewardship over other people. We can't control those people's emotions, but we still do have a responsibility to be aware of their emotions and to honor their emotions and to do what we can to help them feel their own emotions. And to use those emotions to inform our behavior to serve them, you know, to help them. If you're going to lose your mind because you missed your nap, I hope your mom picks you up and puts you in your bed, you know, because she's listening to your feelings and taking action to bless you based on your feelings. Okay. I'm done, guys. I'm really done. Okay, come hang out with me on Facebook at Intuitive Healing with Ali Duzette. Get on my email list if you're not. It's the hot hopping in place to be, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to get a notification when tomorrow's video comes out. And if you missed previous videos, go back and watch them today if you want to. And I think that you will really benefit from that. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.